my Father inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. And the previous scripture let you know the sheep are going to be on the right, the goats on his left. So there's only one group of people that's going to inherit the kingdom. We already know that's the Israelites. So why don't you wicked pastor stop saying this for everybody? This word message perhaps is for everybody in the world, but the message in it is only for the Israelites. Man.
Damn. Yep. It's the message for the heathens is destruction. The message for the Israelites is salvation.
Kingdom, prosperity.
Let me go back.
Yeah.
This is 1 Samuel 15:9. But Saul and the people spared Agag and the best of the sheep and of the oxen and of the fatlings and the lambs and all that was good, and would not utterly destroy them.
Fucked up.
It says, but everything that was vile and refused, that they destroyed utterly. It says, then came the word of Yahweh Shemi Hawashai unto Samuel, saying, it repenteth me that I have set up Saul to be king, for he is turned back from following me.
He's a two-thirds, king of the two-thirds.
Damn.
And that's you fucking Christians right there, you so-called Christians. Now I'm not talking about all you Christians, I'm talking about you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We tell you, hey man, don't be hanging out with Esau, you know, he's your enemy. But you made the mistake that Saul made. You didn't listen to the prophets.
Yeah.
So that lets you know that there, even if you're a king, you still gotta answer to the prophet. Oh man. And hey, let me tell you like this, people. Let me tell you like this, goats. In order for you to be a prophet, you have to come out to the streets and prophesy in the truth of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Because the prophets, they're the ones who tell you the commandments.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
We're the ones that tell you. And we're not even making it hard for you. We're not making it hard at all, man. There should be a bunch of Israelites right here lined up talking about, I want the kingdom.
Yep. Shoot. Yep.
Everybody in the planet Earth should be talking about, man, these guys are going to get the kingdom. If everybody knew the severity of the situation. And the word severity means how bad it is. It's fucking bad for you heathens, man. It's bad for you two-thirds Israelites. So even in the nation of Israel, there's separation. Yahweh Shai doesn't love all Israelites. He doesn't love the two-thirds. And the proof that I have for that is John 17:9. I pray for them, I pray not for the world. And the word world that's being used is cosmos, so it's obviously talking about all the Israelites. All the Israelites. Them within the Israelites.
And the Most High, he's gonna allow the devil to devour most of the Israelites, the 2/3.
That's the spirit that you said there, man. Because I'm gonna talk about this dude. I don't know if you've seen him. He looks like a Mexican guy, the Jesus Christ guy. He's always yelling it. Well, basically this dude is like breakdancing, and he's famous. And all he does is read from the Bible and yell, Jesus Christ. And he has a fucking card with the word Jesus. See, that's fucking dumb, man. That shows you that the people that are out there are ignorant. Because the Bible clearly says, if the world had received their own, they would have loved you. But since they're receiving someone from out of this world, they don't. So what do they do to Yahushua? They murdered him. What do they do to the apostles? Same damn thing. They murdered him. And I bet you if these people right now knew what we were talking about, they'd come out and murder us too. Hey, because man, this is why it's so important to know your role. If you're a prophet, come out and prophesy, man. Why are you being so scared, man? If you die prophesying in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that's a guaranteed kingdom right there. You're gonna be at the top of the mountain. You're gonna be living not like a king, like a prophet. Okay, just so you can understand, because Saul was a king. Hey, and even Saul's gonna be okay in the kingdom, but he ain't gonna be in a high position. Go ahead.
It's 1 Samuel 15 and 11. It says, "It repenteth me that I have set up Saul to be king, for he has turned back from following me, and hath not performed my commandments."
Damn.
Damn.
He didn't listen.
It says, "And it grieved Samuel, and he cried unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai all night." Damn. So he was grieving. He was, he wanted them to be destroyed.
And although these words are poetic, it pissed him off, and it fucked up Samuel that he
said he cried
Mm-hmm.
all night.
So you don't understand what love is, man. You Christians don't love the Lord. You Christians don't love your Bible. You Christians don't love life. And for damn sure you Muslims don't, because you're fucking way off. And forget about you Hindus. Forget about it. Don't even try it. And you motherfuckers that practice witchcraft, shit, you're practicing death unto yourself. Because at the end of the day, Satan ain't gonna back you up. What a fucking bunch of bullshit. The whole reason why you're getting into the thing is because you think someone's gonna back you up. The whole reason why we're prophesying is because we believe that Yahweh Hashem is gonna back us up. That's why you people do the witchcraft shit, because you think the devil's gonna back you up, but he's gonna leave you high and dry.
You think there's a higher power in witchcraft, but this is the highest power right here, is this truth.
And the one who's making all those miracles happen in the witchcraft, I mean, I'm calling them miracles because it's works of the Most High. He's doing it on both sides, man. He's letting that happen so that we can believe in this. Because even the wizards and the witches get some sort of reward for their work. Man.
Because even in they show you in movies, like in witchcraft movies, they have to study that stuff. They have to go into books, and stuff, and study all just to make a movie.
And that's why you 2/3 can't fucking understand this, because you don't want to study. If we tell you the devil is a white man, right away you don't believe it, and you have a hard time accepting it because you don't want to study. All you have to do is look at history, and history will tell you who the devil is. So if you're reading the Bible and you're getting confused all the fucking time, you're reading it the wrong way.
Yeah, because they don't believe that things are gonna change. That the Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they're gonna be on top, and this white man, Esau, he's gonna be on the bottom.
He's gonna be on the bottom. We're gonna be on top.
They don't believe that change is gonna happen.
How stupid can you be? If you're saying that the Edomites are done away with, then why do you still read the Bible, man?
Then if that's the case, we don't need the Bible anymore.
If that's the case, this is a fucking kingdom. And this ain't no goddamn kingdom. Well, it is a goddamn kingdom because it's a kingdom of blasphemy.
It's the wicked kingdom.
Hell yeah, man.
So it says back in 1 Samuel 15 and 12, and when Samuel rose early to meet Saul in the morning, it was told Samuel, saying, Saul came to Carmel, And behold, he set him up a place, and is gone about, and passed on, and gone down to Gilgal. And Samuel came to Saul, and Saul said unto him, Blessed be thou of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. I have performed the commandment of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So Saul was telling Samuel,
He was fucking lying, man.
yeah, he was lying, saying that he did the commandment, was, that he utterly destroyed them. But it says, and Samuel said, What meaneth then this bleating of the sheep in mine ears, and the lowing of the oxen which I hear? Shit. So Samuel's like,
So what the fuck is that sound? How come it sounds like you got some fucking sheep and ox and cows and shit?
Yup. Shit. We're supposed to have that.
So that tells you right away, man. That tells you right away. Saul was chosen to be king as an example.
Because I think that's what his name means or something.
Example?
Something like that. I forgot.
Hey, man. We operate by the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
He was raised up to be an example or something like that.
Yeah, well, yeah, because he's a disobedient, prideful, all the things that will kill you if you're an Israelite. The only people on the planet Earth that have a birthright to be proud is Esau, Edomites. Nobody else, man. What the fuck are you proud of? Everybody, all the other nations on the planet Earth are getting fucked up by the Edomites. Tell me it ain't true, man. All of you guys are getting fucked up, man. Man. Well, we're getting fucked up too. Okay.
So it says, and Saul said, They have brought them from the Amalekites, for the people spared the best of the sheep and of the oxen to sacrifice unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai thy power, and the rest we have utterly destroyed.
Not only did he fucking lie, he misunderstood the instructions. He misunderstood the instructions. He lied, and he thought that he could overwrite Samuel's order. Hell no, you can't. Look, if we're out here prophesying, and then something happens in the world, and Apostle Hart gets on YouTube and he says, "Okay, no more, GMS can't go out in the street no more." Oh, we're done. We're fucking done. I'm not gonna go out. He knows something that I don't know. Saul was like, "Man, what the fuck does he know? I'm gonna keep this shit, and I'm gonna sacrifice." That's the fucking spirit of Cain. How you gonna sacrifice some shitty ass things that the Lord doesn't want? Because there's clearly a misunderstanding. Saul didn't understand that Yahweh speaks to the prophets, and then the prophets are the authority.
And so he thought he could get out of it by sacrificing instead of destroying them. What the
Man.
But once Yahweh Shem Yahushai, once he commands something, that's it. He doesn't go back and say, "Well, okay, I'll let this one go," or no, whatever he says goes. It says, and Saul said, They have brought them from the Amalekites, for the people spared the best of the sheep and of the oxen to sacrifice unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai thy power, and the rest we have utterly destroyed. And then Samuel said unto Saul, Stay, and I will tell thee what Yahweh Shem Yahushai hath said to me this night. And he said unto him, Say on. And Samuel said, When thou wast little in thine own sight, wast thou not made the head of the tribes of Israel? And the Lord anointed thee king over Israel. And Yahweh Shem Yahushai sent thee on a journey and said, Go and utterly destroy the sinners, the Amalekites.
Man.
So right there it says the sinners, the Amalekites. So that it tells you that the Amalekites, those are the sinners.
The Edomites are the sinners. And Samuel wasn't speaking all gentle. He was like, you motherfucker. Let me tell you what the Lord said.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. And how the man, you know what Esau is known for? Bestiality. How the hell are you gonna sacrifice sheep and ox that probably have been molested by Esau? Man.
It said, and Yahweh Hashem Yahushai sent thee on a journey and said, go and utterly destroy the sinners, the Amalekites.
Okay, so now I'm going to talk to you about something else. If that was the message for the people that were made to sin, and you Israel, you 2/3 out there are choosing to sin, you're choosing to die also.
Yep.
All you homosexuals are choosing to die. All you lesbians are choosing to die.
Because the Amalekites, they were made to sin, you know.
That's what you call a right to do something. You have a right to do that.
That's their job.
Yeah, that was what they were created for. Okay, there's a look, man. This is all about separation. Okay, in the beginning there was 3 people: the son of the Most High, the sons of men, and the sons of the wicked.
Yep. That's 3 categories. A group of people.
3 different categories. And now we have 18 nations, separating them even further. Go ahead.
It says, and Yahweh Hashem Yahushai sent thee on a journey and said, go and utterly destroy the sinners, the Amalekites, and fight against them until they be consumed. Wherefore then didst thou not obey the voice of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, but didst fly upon the spoil, and didst evil in the sight of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
Man, that might sound sweet sounding. That's because you don't understand the language, the old English. He's telling them some fucked up shit. He's telling them some fucked up shit.
He's telling them that you did by not killing, you did evil.
So right now Saul's is sweating his sweating bullets, man. He's getting chewed out.
Yep.
Damn, you guys are fucking stupid out there.
It says, and Saul said unto Samuel, yea, I have obeyed the voice of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and have gone the way which Yahweh Hashem Yahushai sent me, and have brought Agag the king of Amalek, and have utterly destroyed the Amalekites. But the people took up the spoil, sheep and oxen, the chief of the things which should have been utterly destroyed, to sacrifice unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai thy power in Gilgal.
Now here's the thing about war. Okay, Samuel gave him an explicit order from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Tell him destroy everything. Now let me explain to you why that's important. Because Esau did it. Okay, he killed all the buffalo. He took away the food source. If you take away the food source, you fucking killed the people that survived. Because when war happens like that, you know that people run. Some people run. Some people get away. But if you fucking up everything, left and right, you're killing all their food supply. You're destroying their homes. You're destroying everything. And that's what you get for not letting us use the King's Highway. You see? So if Saul would have been thinking about that, if he would have been goal oriented, in his mind, you know what, man? These motherfuckers didn't let us. When we were in Egypt, he didn't let us come through his fucking shit. He should have been the first one to die. The king of Edom, of the Amalekites, he should have been the first to die. Should have been a public beheading. That's how you make a statement.
It says 1 Samuel 15 and 22, and Samuel said, hath Yahweh Shem Yahushai as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of Yahweh Shem Yahushai? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice.
Damn.
And it says to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams. So just to obey is better than a sacrifice.
So right there and then, if Saul had any ears, he knows that he's fucked. That's the beginning of the end for him. So it's better for you to listen.
Just listen and do what you're told.
Man. And the only thing we were told to do is come out and prophesy.
Oh, and two, I just watched a movie called The Mule.
Oh, man.
It's with Clint Eastwood.
Oh, yeah, about the drug trafficking.
Yeah, it's the drug trafficking, and he goes on runs, and they put the stuff in the trunk, and they tell him not to look in it, you know. And then he goes in and he looks in it, you know, and there's he got pulled over, and you know, he almost got caught
because he didn't listen. Okay, so now that might be coincidental, right? No, because the wicked side of us has wicked power, man.
He was getting paid fat too, you know, just to take some stuff, just park it somewhere, and then he'll get his leave it there for an hour and come back, and the money's there. Man, it's that easy.
But it also has a lot of consequences, and that's the wicked thing. This righteous thing that Saul was asked to perform, just like I said, is a righteous act. Kill all the wicked. Exterminate them. But he had some sort of compassion. Look, man. There wasn't no explanation. He could have done other things to excite himself. Maybe he thought that sacrificing all these lambs and shit would bring him some glory. But Samuel said to obey is better than sacrifice.
So he thought, so Saul thought he was doing good by sacrificing. You know?
Man, he could have done he probably did. He could have done so many other things. He could have killed everything still. He didn't have that disdain. He didn't have that indignation. He wasn't thinking about his people. He wasn't a racist like he should have been. See, the whole purpose of this is to separate, to get us out of this world. So the truth is, this is how you find out who's who. Let's say there's two people coming down. They both look the same. Let's say they both look like they're Asian, but they have different fathers, obviously. But we didn't know. One of their fathers is an Edomite, and the other one is an Israelite. We don't know. We as human beings don't know. The Spirit will do all the work. So they come up. We tell them this. We tell them that. They feel some sort of way. The guy that has a white father, he's like, hey, wait a minute, this, that, and the guy that has the Israelite father, he's like, yeah. So now they came together, but they're gonna separate because they had a realization of things how they should be. Yeah, things are better when they're separated. Things are a lot better when they're separated.
You know, you gotta separate things. You know.
Are you gonna eat an egg with the shell in it? Just fucking throw the whole fucking egg on the frying pan, mix it up, and you got scrambled eggs with shells in it? You're not gonna like that. You fucking crack the shell, separate the inside from the outside, eat the good thing, throw away the bad thing.
That's why everything has a balance. You know, there's good, there's evil, there's soft, there's hard, there's a balance.
Come
So,
on.
so going back to it says 1 Samuel 15 and 22. It says, "Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams." And so to the people who are not obeying and are not hearkening unto the commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that's the same as doing witchcraft. Because the next verse says, "For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft." Okay, so rebellion is the same thing as witchcraft. So
Okay.
when you're going against the Most High's commandments, you guys are rebelling. You're rebelling against them.
And it's so easy to rebel against them. When you celebrate your child's birthday, you're rebelling against the Most High. You ain't supposed to be celebrating nobody's fucking birthday.
That's right.
When you say, "Oh, this gay man's okay as long as he doesn't come near me," you're going against the Most High again.
That's right. You're supposed to be condemning that. It says, it says, "For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft." You know, and you guys are under the spell of witchcraft. You don't even know it. It says, "And stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry." So that's the same thing as idolatry. You know, being stubborn not to follow the commandments. You know, not to do what you're being told. That's being stubborn.
Yeah, that's being stubborn, and you white people like to call yourselves outlaws. Goddamn right you're an outlaw. And rebels and all this bullshit. Things that are synonymous with witchcraft. So if you're not listening, that's the same thing as witchcraft. And the Lord is merciful, man. The Lord is merciful. He has the power to jack your ass up, but he's giving you a little time so that you can come back if you have a chance to come back. He's giving you just a little bit of time so that you can get correct. But you can only be correct if you're an Israelite. Damn, man. You know, this is beautiful. This truth is so beautiful and easy to understand if you're in the right frame of mind.
If you see all the edges, you know, if you see the whole picture.
You see the whole picture, man. Well, how come you can't see the whole picture? Because your ass is blind. You might have 20/20 vision, but you still are blind spiritually.
Blind.
You know what makes me laugh? It makes me kind of mad too. The people in this town, in this area that pass by, drive by, come and interrupt, they're all making fun of us. Damn. They're making fun of something righteous. So they're marking themselves for death. So I'm going to get this in St. Matthew 25 and 35. "For I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in." naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. See all those things right here. Would you feed somebody if they were hungry? Well, this is Isaiah 58:7. Is it not to deal thy bread to the hungry, and that thou bring the poor that are cast out to thy house? When thou seest the naked, that thou cover him, and that thou hide not thyself from thine own flesh. That's why we're out here prophesying, trying to feed you, trying to give you some food, man. Even though you're homeless, even though you're broke, even though you're a day away from going to prison, even though you're a crackhead, you're a fucking alcoholic, whatever the case is, man, you can get out of that hole if you're supposed to. This is Ezekiel 18:7. And hath not oppressed any, but hath restored to the debtor his pledge, hath spoiled none by violence, hath given his bread to the hungry, and hath covered the naked with the garment. So who did that? Who covered the naked with the garment? The word, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So the wicked doesn't accept the word. They reject it. Then you know that they're the wicked. Going back to 37 in St. Matthew 25:37. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee an hungered and fed thee, or thirsty and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger and took thee in, or naked and clothed thee? Because it says, the scripture says, to entertain strangers, and you're unawares that they're angels. So we had plenty of angels come up here. And they were hungry. Were they the ones that stayed and asked questions? They were hungry. Even the ones that came up to scoff, they were hungry. They were hungry for a fight. So now the people are asking the Lord, when did we see you sick and when did we see you that? Man, let me tell you something important. If this brother is hungry, I'll feed him. He asked me, or he don't even have to ask me, because I'll notice that he's hungry. I mean, hey, you want to go get something to eat? It's on me. Okay, you think about that. Those people that came up and asked sincere questions, they were